New video means trying a new drink. So today I'm trying Heartwood Sparkle, which is a sour cherry juice. It looks cute, have a try it. So let's open it up. This can is only 50 calories. I really enjoy it. It's super good. So for today's video, we are going to do the mid-year check-in. Like, it's actually insane how time is flying, and it's flying and I'm not reading that many books. So I'm quite disappointed in myself because last year, I think I was already at like 40 books by the time I hit June, and I think this year I'm only at like 28. Goodreads is telling me I'm like 10 books behind, which is stressing me out because I have a goal to meet, and if I don't meet this goal, I'm gonna be quite sad. So I have a bunch of questions that I want to answer for my mid-year check-in tag. So let's get to it. Grab a drink, grab some food, popcorn. Let's talk about books as usual. So yeah, let's do this. So the first question is the best book of 2025 so far. So the best book I've read so far, I have a few contenders because it's hard to choose just one because I've been reading so many 5-star reads this year. I think currently right now at the moment my favorite book is One Golden Summer. This book has captured my heart in a way that I didn't think it was going to capture it. So this is a sequel to Every Summer After, and the characters in this book have just healed me in so many ways. This book follows Alice, and Alice kind of reached a point in her life where she feels like she's living for other people. She's not doing what she loves. She's not doing what brings her happiness. So she decides to go with her nan to a little cottage by the lake in Barry's Bay to kind of heal and find herself. And there she meets her neighbor, Charlie. And of course, things kick off. It's strangers to friends to lovers. There's a lot of family love and family dynamics. And it's just so good. You'll for sure love this book. The relationship is so wholesome, amazing, funny, the banter, the things that happen in this book. My God, I loved it so much. So currently right now, my favorite book of 2025 is this one. Go read it. It's just, when I think about this book, it just makes me want to cry because I just love it so much. It's, okay, I don't even know how to put in words how much I love this book. So the next question is the best romance. So again, I have some few books that I can think of right on top of my head, and the first one is, other than One Golden Summer, is First Time Caller. Ooh, this book I read around Valentine's Day when it came out, and I got the arc for it, and it was so good. I absolutely loved Aiden and Lucy so much. The plot is so unique. If you're a fan of 90s Meg Ryan movies like Sleepless in Seattle, this is what the book is inspired by. It's that movie. So if you love that movie, you'll love this book. It is so good. It's about a dating show, romance radio show. So we follow Aiden, and Aiden is emotionally unavailable. He's just stopped believing in love until he meets Lucy. So Lucy's daughter calls into a love radio show that Aiden hosts, and she says that her mom needs to find love, like she needs to get it on. And basically Lucy gets on this talk show to kind of find the love of her life through this talk show. As she's trying to find her road to love, Aiden is literally falling in love with her, and it's so cute. It's a single mom. The family dynamic in the story is so fantastic. It's so funny. I love Aiden so much. He wears a gold chain. If that doesn't make you immediately want to read this book, I don't know what will, because gold chains are like the hottest things on the planet. So please read this book. So the next question is new favorite author. So I have a few that I can answer for this, and the first one I want to talk about is Tara Dewitt. Her writing style is so witty, funny, but also so heartfelt, emotional roller coaster with the characters, and it's just, everything is just so well written. I love this book. Saver follows a burned out chef who kind of spends his summer in a small town, and his neighbor is this cottage core gardener who's a teacher on break in the summertime. And obviously it's like friends to lovers with sprinkle of fake dating, and I love these characters so much. The emotional impact this book had on me, I loved it so much, and I would totally recommend this book. I gave it 5 stars. I still think about this book so much. Another 2 authors I was introduced to and I really loved their books is Kristen Ciccarelli, who wrote Heartless Hunter and Rebel Witch. I absolutely love this fantasy book. It's witch and witch hunter and enemies to lovers, and it's intense and it's crazy. The plot twists in this book are fantastic. I love the way that Kristen writes her characters. The banter between Rune and Gideon was so good, so entertaining. I feel like Heartless Hunter set up the world so well. I love how political, morally gray this witch world was. I feel like in Rebel Witch, Kristen Sigarelli did such a good job of expanding this world, and we learned so much about the witches. But I was obsessed with Gideon and Rune and all the side characters and the world. I loved it so much. I was so happy that I picked up this author because she has new books coming out soon, and I think she's become one of my auto-buy authors because I want to read everything that she writes. So I'm so happy that I discovered her this year. I love her books. Her YA books are just fantastic. I feel like the YA genre is so underrated. Another author I was introduced to this year, Haley Smith. So she's the author of Phantasma, and this book is pretty popular, and I was kind of hesitant to read it. I was excited to read it. It kind of blew up last year, and finally I picked it up, and no regrets. I really enjoyed this world. If you love deadly competition, you will love this book. This book follows a necromancer who follows her sister into this deadly competition, and there she meets a phantom, and this book is just so good. It's action-packed. The characters are so much fun to follow. I binge read this book. I could not stop reading it. I was obsessed with the world. The ending was not my favorite, but it did not deter me from this book. I gave it 4 stars. I still would recommend this book. It's just such a fun, entertaining read. The trials in this book, I feel like when it comes to books with trials and Hunger Games style books, it's become very repetitive over the years, but this book is so unique. The trials are so entertaining, so unique. I absolutely love this world that this author has built, and I cannot wait to read the sequel for this book. So the next question is, what books were my biggest disappointments so far in 2025? So I have one answer for you, and that was Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. You know how much I love Ali Hazelwood. Ali Hazelwood is my queen. I have read every single one of her books except Bride and her newest release. I just did not really like the characters. The love interest, Lucas, I'm sorry. Every time I see someone post a 5-star review of this book, I don't get it. I do not get the hype around this book. I don't get what people loved about this book. And I just feel like, I know people wanted a different type of Ali Hazelwood, but I feel like this book just lost the Ali Hazelwoodness that I loved in her other books. The writing felt weird to me in this book. Ali Hazelwood has this very distinct voice. When you read something, you'd be like, oh, that's my queen Ali Hazelwood. But Deep End, I was like, who is this? I have so many thoughts about this book that you can go listen to my Get Ready With Me that I did a review for this book if you want to see my full 20-minute thoughts about this book, because I had a lot to say about it. So yeah, sadly, I give this book like 2 stars. I did not like it at all. So the next question for the book tag is 2025 releases you need to read. So the first one I want to talk about is this one, which is Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. This one just came out, and I ran to a bookstore to get it because this is the sequel to Not in Love, which I did love by Ali Hazelwood, so I cannot wait for this one. This one's an age gap brothers best friend romance, and those 2 tropes are my favorite, so I know I'm going to love this book. Other releases I want to read is I need to read a Sarah Adams book. Newest one, I think it's Beg, Borrow, and Steal. I want to read this one. Even though the cover is not my favorite, like, what is this man doing over here? I don't like the position he's in. It's kind of icking me a little bit, but I've heard good things about this book. Other books I need to read is Emily Henry's newest book. I'm a little behind on Emily Henry books. I haven't read Funny Story. I haven't read her newest one, Great Big Beautiful Life. I've heard some mixed reviews about it, so I'm not like in an urgency to read it because of the mixed reviews, but I still do want to read it. The Favorites, that book got very popular this year. I think it's a figure skating romance, and I love figure skating, so I really want to read it. Next question was my biggest surprise. So the biggest book surprise I had, I think my biggest surprise that I didn't think I was gonna love was Lights Out. So this book is super popular. I think everyone's heard of this dark, funny, dark romance, rom-com, stalker book. And I was very like, like it's so popular. I was kind of like, I don't want to read it. I kept getting this book recommended to me, and I was like, I don't know. I picked up the audiobook, and I loved it. I really loved it. I didn't think I was going to love it as much as I did. This book is hilarious. I was dying of laughter. These characters are so funny. I honestly did not want this book to finish because it was just so funny, and I gave it 4 stars. It was so good. I think the author just has such a unique voice, and I just really loved her books. I do feel like if I read the book physically, maybe I wouldn't have loved it as much because the writing sometimes made me cringe a little, but I feel like because I was listening to it on audiobook, it was kind of like just listening and going with it. I don't know, I just really enjoyed this book overall as a whole. I think the characters is what made me love this book, and yeah, it was just so good. Who doesn't love a golden retriever stalker man? He was so cute. I adored him. New book boyfriends. Okay, so my new book boyfriend this year, #1 man that I absolutely love is Jax. I did read Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy this year. I finished all 3 books. Adore him so much. I love him. There's nothing to say except I love him. I think his character is so complex. He's so funny. I love the way that he loves Evangeline, and I love his character. He's like, I love him so much. So the next question is the most badass female character. I'm gonna say Rune. Rune Winters is one of my favorite characters. Not only is she a witch, she's just overall so badass, especially from all the trauma that she has gone through and faced. The way she just rises up from all the trauma is my favorite. She is one of the best witches I've ever read. I just loved her character so much. Another one that I think is so badass is Evangeline Fox. I love that she's not your typical female character. She's not a fighter. She can't take down an army of men. She's a lover girl and a dreamer, and I absolutely loved her character so much. All she ever wanted was to be loved and be seen and be in love and be loved in return and have this whole fairy tale love story. I think her growth throughout all 3 books was so fantastic, and she's definitely just one of the characters that will stay with me forever. So the next question is best fictional couple. Caleb and Sarah from Out of the Woods. I love how this book is kind of a marriage and crisis book, but the characters, they're just like meant to be. Type of couple where you can tell how much they love each other, and you can tell that they're soulmates and they're just meant to be together. They make you believe in love. They make you believe in marriage, and I just love this book with my whole entire soul. The way they complement each other, they're hilarious together. They're so like, oh my god, this book just felt like a therapy session for me. The next couple that I loved that I'm gonna have to say again is Alice and Charlie. I just love how much they supported each other and how much they cared for one another. Like the things that Charlie did for Alice. Yeah, there are some moments in this book where Charlie could be kind of an asshole, but the thing is, you know that his words don't mean anything because his actions speak so loudly, and you can just see how much he loves Alice through his actions, and I love that part. I also love the way he defends her to her family. Charlie is traumatized. You know, he was not the best person as a teenager. He made some mistakes. I love that Alice saw who Charlie truly was inside, and I love these two together. So the last question is a book that made you cry. Wisteria. Wisteria is the 3rd book in the Belladonna series, and this book, ooh, I did not expect this book to go the way it went. Belladonna is a pretty gothic story with a lot of magic and murder mystery, but Wisteria was so different from the other 2 books in the trilogy. This one was very romance heavy. This book will rip your heart out completely. I was literally crying through the pages at the end of this book. I love these 2 characters so much. I don't want to spoil it because it is the 3rd book in the trilogy, but yeah, it made me cry. Another book that made me cry, and it's honestly a little weird because it is a thriller, murder mystery thriller. This book will bury me, but Ashley Weinstein. I think this book is so underrated for a thriller. It is fantastic. So this book does deal with a lot of grief. So in this book, the main character's father dies, and right in a few chapters, we were hit with so much emotion. So listening to the audiobook and doing dishes, I literally had tears coming down my eyes because the grief was so intense in this book. The book is heavy on father-daughter relationships and family dynamic, how people heal from grief differently, and I really loved how that was shown in this book. This is the end of my video. If you like my video, please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time, bye guys.